Me and George thought it would be fun to swap cameras for an afternoon of photography here in Porto. George will be using my Fujifilm X-H2 and I'll be trying out his Sony A7C III. In this video, I'll be showing you my POV using the Sony for the first time as a photography camera, and to see how George got on with my Fuji, you can check his video out too.
What was your experience shooting with Sony cameras up until now?
I really love Sony for video, for filming my videos. So I have limited experience when it comes to taking photos with Sony. It's not really the shooting experience that I have trouble with when it comes to Sony. It's more the editing, the raw files. You know, with Fuji, I always take it for granted how easy it is to edit pictures because the base and the colors that you start with are just so good. So yeah, that's where the challenge is for me.
For the lens you're using today, you chose, of my lenses, you chose this particular one.
Yeah.
What is it and why did you choose it?
So this is a zoom. It's the F4 G Master. No, it's not just Master. Just a humble G.
I don't have space in the bag for G Masters.
I chose a zoom because there was either this one, you also had a 40mm. I do like a 40mm as a focal length, but just because I'm not used to like taking photos with Sonys, I want to make life easy for myself. So I thought I'm just gonna go with a zoom. So I've just a bit more control, and also I do love zoom lenses, and I also use most of the time a zoom lens on my Fuji.
So what are you looking for while we're shooting here?
I'm not really sure. I think it's very pretty. There is obviously a seaside, and I do love taking pictures next to body water. Just gonna try to take some beautiful pictures here.
Okay, well, should we go shoot?
Yeah, let's go.
So if we're going to call that about halfway through this session, how is it going so far with the old Sony?
It's going well. It's definitely quite fast. I can definitely say that as a difference with the Fuji. I was a bit frustrated at first, and George always sets his camera a bit weird, so it's always a bit frustrating. But it's all good. Once the camera is set up with the settings I'm used to, then it's completely fine. Quite enjoying it. It definitely feels more like a clinical shooting experience.
So what are you hoping to get in this, like, kind of, I don't know, last hour of sun?
Some of my favorite photos I've ever taken is at the beach, when you're like above, like on a bird's eye view, and people are like very small with the shadows. I think that's like my type of thing. So I want to sort of do that type of pictures again, and also just like to shoot people just looking at the sea. It makes me think of this movie we watched a while ago, Portraits of a Lady on Fire, when there is lots of people yearning, the beaches period dramas, when it's people being sad, the seaside. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for at the moment.
That's quite a strong one. Now that you've had some time to edit your RAW files, what's your overall impression of shooting on the Sony?
So I had a lot of fun doing this little experiment, exchanging cameras. It's definitely, I think, always good sometimes to switch up gear and try to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It was cool to see our pictures next to each other and then see how we saw the same things and then we captured in a different way, so that was cool. Shooting with the Sony was fun. I mean, not as fun as with Fujifilm. I love shooting Fujifilm because I'm a film shooter, so I love, to replicate that experience with Fujifilm cameras. But at the same time with Sony, it's definitely more reliable process and it's very nice to have a very, precise autofocus. So definitely see the appeal, especially if you are a full-time photographer. I had a bit of a challenge when it comes to editing, just because the raw file, the starting point is different compared to Fujifilm. I find it quite different and you need a tiny bit of work, to get out the colors that you want. And I think I should have maybe spent a bit more time on the edits to get the exact results I want. But overall, I'm happy with the pictures we got, considering we only had 3 hours to shoot.
After that experience, could you ever imagine yourself completely switching to Sony, or would you recommend anyone else does it?
I think I really love shooting experience with Fujifilm. I love the photos and I'm quite a creature of habit and, I'm a Taurus, I'm loyal. So I don't know if I will switch completely to Sony, but I definitely still love Sony for video. But yeah, never say never. Who knows? This was fun. So if you like to see more of POV, street things and videos and exchanging cameras and all of that, please let me know in the comments.
Maybe even switching to shoot video?
Yeah, that could be fun.
Could be a thing.
Yeah. I'll see you next week.